नमस्कार दोस्तों। वेलकम टू वीनस एस्ट्रो। वीनस एस्ट्रो में आपका स्वागत है। टुडे देयर इज नो रेगुलर क्लास, एज आई सेड yesterday that I'm going to take break for a day from regular class, and even I was thinking not to create any video today, just to answer question you guys are posting on YouTube channel. So yeah, but why I thought of making this video, let me tell you that. But before, if you are enjoying the videos, if you are happy with the content and you are learning, please make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of effort goes into the video creation, the content creation and everything. Obviously, I don't create the content. Whatever grahas they ask me to say, I just go and deliver in front of the camera. But yeah, replying the answer and all. So your words are like appreciation for me. And I really appreciate the amount of time you guys are giving to all the videos. And that's the reason I'm replying, because I value that you're giving half an hour, 40 minutes every day of your life to my channel, to the videos which are uploaded. So this is my responsibility to make sure that I answer your question. Just request, please don't send the position of all the planet and expect me to predict something. Just ask the combinations, placement, and all whatever that we are learning. Once we get into the advanced one, you can ask me for prediction. I'll do that. No problem. Wait till then. Okay. So the purpose of this video uh, is that yesterday I saw one comment and somebody said that astrology is nothing, good for nothing. He lost some 50,000 and all, and he was kind of in an abusive mode. I hide that comment. Doesn't make sense. Uh, but I thought, let me share one or two examples. Few days back, I saw one post on Facebook where somebody asked that posted a chart and said there's so many different combination, good combination, this yoga, that yoga, but still person is living a simple life. Then I also looked at another chart like around 17, 18 years back. When I was going through that chart, it was the similar kind of situation. So I thought it's good. It's like a random topic, not a regular class, but you will love it. This is about understanding when a yoga will give you the result, whether the yoga is there, nullification of the yoga, and all those things. So I'll share my screen straight away. And I'll give you the first example. We don't have the date of birth and time. I took the permission from that person saying that I wanted to show this chart to the audience. If you look at this chart, Aquarius ascendant looks good. Saturn and Venus together. So Saturn is Lord of Lagna, that is ascendant. Venus is Lord of fourth house. Wow. Then ninth house, forming a Raj Yoga here. Then Sun, Vargottama, Mercury. This is again Buddhaditya. And then Mars's house, no problem, because Sun, Mars goes together well. But still, this person is living a normal life. There's no yoga, nothing. And if you look at most of the channels, they say if you have Saturn Venus, this is Dhan Yoga, you will have Dhan and all that. Money, lot of money. If you have this combination, Rahu and Venus and Saturn, going to have like kind of millennials, billions, I don't know. But the fact is, I never wanted to predict like that. And whenever I reply to any comment, last line always I make sure that I put that rest is based on the chart analysis, because chart analysis is important. Combination of Mercury and Saturn, I can say this is Buddha Ditya Yoga, good for the intelligence and all that. And is it really good in chart? That's a different matter, because teaching is different thing, predicting is different. So let's look at this chart. What is the problem? I've never talked about, or I think once or twice I talked about Badhkesh planet, the planet which create obstacles. So if you look at this is fixed sign, and for uh, movable sign, the 11th sign from there is Badkesh. And for fixed 9 and dual, that is 7. So if you look at this house, the 7th here, 7th sign I'm talking about, the Libra, which is in ninth house, this becomes Badhaka house. And Badhakesh is Venus. Now a Raj Yoga giving planet itself has become Badhakesh, who is interested in giving Badhaka obstacle to the Lagna, to the person. That is one thing. And I always say, keep on adding, keep on adding. Until unless you add few things, doesn't make sense. Just one thing is not going to show you the result. So that's really important. Then, dispositor of Saturn and Venus. See, at the end of the day, dispositor, the landlord has to take care of the house. You are a renter here. You're going to pay the rent and all. But property belongs to Jupiter, and Jupiter is retro. I always say retro planet, Drid Karma. Something coming from the past life that you need to understand. There are ways to figure it out. I'll not get into, but I'm just giving the clue here. And that retro Jupiter is aspecting Saturn and Venus. So 1 plus 1, 2. Badhkesh, retro planet looking at. Let's take this Venus. Venus is because ninth lord, Bhagya, Badhkesh, Bhagyesh and Badhkesh. So we need to evaluate that. Lagna lord is okay. One can say Lagna lord and then 12th lord. But still, Lagna lord, always good. That's what Maharishi Parasar said, with some exceptions. And that's what we are trying to figure out the exception. If we go to this Navamsha, because I don't have the detail of this one, Navamsha, you can see that Venus in the Mars's house. And Venus and Mars, they don't go well together. And in trine, you can see Mars and Ketu sitting together, aspecting this Venus. Two fiery planets in a trine to one watery planet. I'm taking Venus here. I'm not interested in Mercury right now. So this Venus coming from D1 to D9, I don't see much strength here. If I take Saturn here with Sun and Rahu. Now, Rahu and Saturn, that's okay. It's kind of a student and a teacher kind of thing. But Sun is in between, not good for Saturn. Saturn is not good for Sun. Rahu doesn't like Sun. If you just add, this is Badhkesh 1, retro 2, Venus's condition 3, Saturn condition 4, done. Raj Yoga cancelled. This person is not going to enjoy the Raj Yoga in his or her life. Until and unless he or she does, I don't know whether it is male chart or female chart, does the remedy related to Badhkesh. Once done, because this Badhkesh still can survive with Mars, Ketu and Saturn affliction, because Badhkesh is unknown sources. And this is not going to get rid 100%, to be honest. I don't see remedies working and removing everything 100%. It can just cushion down things, make it easy for that person. Some 40%, 50% results will start coming out, because retro is also looking. So no guarantee that 100%. No, I would not say. If I say that, it means that I'm cheating to what I've learned from my gurus. That's absolutely wrong. Now let's look at Buddhaditya Yoga. This is good. Okay. Mercury is Vargotama. No problem. Mercury, Vargotama, Sun in Mars's house. Wow. And where is Sun? Sun in a Badhaka house. Venus was Badhkesh, and this is Badhaka house. House which is having the energy which can obstruct the things related to Lagna and the planets associated with it. Also, Maharishi Parasar said, and I mentioned it too many times on Facebook, that if a planet is placed 6, 8, 12 from itself, it is not available. Unavailable. So dispositor gone. One house back. Unavailable for this house. Mercury, let's take Mercury here. Aspected by two planets, Mars and Ketu. Doesn't go well, Mars and Ketu, Mercury. Mercury and Ketu for few things like Vak Siddhi and all this is good combination. Mars, Mercury, no. And then Sun we talked about between Rahu and Saturn. What the Sun will do? Nothing. Even in Navamsha, if I look at the dispositor of this, Mercury is sitting here getting aspected by Mars. Done. Over. So now here you can see one, again, the Lord is 12th placed, one planet, trine Mars, one planet, with combination Saturn and Rahu, this Buddhaditya Yoga is not going to give the result. And that is the reason. Also, Jupiter retro is aspecting this house, Badka house. So what will happen? This person will not get the result of Raj Yoga, Buddhaditya Yoga. No, that's not going to happen. That's one thing that one has to understand before going and saying something about astrology. You can blame an astrologer, but please don't blame astrology. If you know astrology, if you learn properly, you will be able to tell them, predict the future. It's not about what happened with this guy. Because when I looked at this chart, it was mentioned that this is not working. Then I explained. And I hope the person who posted this chart would have got that answer. Yeah, I got that reply. But the purpose of this call was to show you that why people with Raj Yogas and Buddhaditya, Mahapurush Yoga and all those yogas, they always complain that astrology is not working. No, man, your planets are not well placed. You need to check it properly. Once you check it, you will get to know. Now, let me see the second one. Okay, this is the second one. So here, again, it was, you can see Venus and Mercury and Saturn sitting here. Wow, Lagna, Saturn, and in Libra sign, exalted Saturn, Mercury and Venus. Mercury is, again, the Lagna Lord sitting in the 11th house, house of gains, and with ninth Lord, again, Raj Yoga. But again, we need to check the strength. Saturn from here came to this one. And this is, and when I say this one, what does it mean? Saturn is in the 4th house of Navamsha. Please go and read the post on Facebook groups where I've made sure that I give this concept. And many people, they discussed and they debated. And I followed simply C.S. Patel Saab. Sir said that even you can take it like Navamsha 4th from any planet, Khar for that particular planet. But this house, if a malefic is sitting, it means there is something bad coming from the past life. And that you need to go and check in the D1. So what you have to do, check the Navamsha 4th house. If a malefic, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Mars sitting there, take them back to D1 and see their lordship. 4 and 5, 4th and 5th house. Person will suffer with regards to these two houses. And I know this person. Lot of challenges at home. Lot of challenges. No inheritance, nothing. Struggling. And when I say struggling, he was struggling at that point of time. Then he did the remedies and all. That's okay. I don't want to get into remedies right now. That's a bigger chapter. Just wanted to show how to analyze a chart rather than saying this is a good yoga, but the person is living a simple life. Let's look at Venus and Mercury here, Raj Yoga. For 7, I said for movable sign, 11th sign is Badhkesh, Badka house. Which is the Badka house? That is Leo sign. 2 planets sitting in the Badka house. Which 2 planets? Raj Yoga giving planets. Done, over. Again, the same problem. Problem coming through unknown sources. Take this Mercury and Venus. This is really good. Mercury well placed. Then Venus well placed. Now 2 malefics. Ketu and Sun in trine. So 1 point here, second here, third here, 3 points done. I always say, you need to have at least 3, minimum 3. And even I'm not getting into Argala and all that. If I get into Argala, you will understand. See, this planet Venus is sitting in the Badhka house. For Saturn, last 2-3 classes, I'm talking about Argala. 4th position, 4th house is the Argala. And because sitting in the Badhka house, Venus is not good, wanted to intervene in the matter of the Saturn, whatever Saturn is responsible for, and Saturn is responsible for 4th house and 5th house. Similarly, you have to check for all the planets. But I hope you would have got the sense that how you need to check the chart rather than just simply looking at the yoga, 1 or 2 yogas and saying, wow, this is going to be really good. And also the problem with the people that they don't use right dashas. Just open any app and Vimshotri. Vimshotri had many variations, many variations. So friends, this was just to showcase that an astrologer like me could be wrong, but please don't say anything to astrology. My gurus, when they predict, you cannot simply go and cut it. That is going to happen. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this small video. Let's continue our learning series from tomorrow. We'll learn about 9th house. If you enjoyed, please subscribe the channel, like the video. Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.